folks, today is your hosts, James and Jackie.
Guys, how you doing on this fine Wednesday night at 11 p.m.?
How you doing? Yeah!
Oh yeah. Guys, welcome to A Big Dumb Thing. Who's been to this show before? Make some noise. Good. Who's not been to this show before? Make some noise. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm James.
And I'm Jackie.
Every month for this show, we come up with one big dumb idea for a show that's not worth it to do only once because it's too much work.
But that's what we do.
That's what we do.
I'll stand.
You'll stand.
So like some of the shows that we've done in the past are Steve Harvey's Escape the Room.
That's where we designed an Escape the Room adventure that took place in this theater, as if designed by Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
We one time I transcribed the August 28th, 1998 episode of Mad TV, and we did a live stage reading of that.
A live stage dramatic reading.
Dramatic reading.
So, yeah.
With no accents that were super offensive or anything.
So no Miss Swan.
Yeah, there were a lot of Miss Swan sketches with no Miss Swan accent.
Nope.
And it was like church. It was very strange.
So stuff like
that. So that'll get you excited for this show.
Yep. And last month, if anyone was here last month.
2 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What did we do last month?
We did talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 months ago, we did a show we did 5 minutes of shows that we had discarded for whatever reason that we felt like didn't sustain themselves for an hour. We did 5 minutes.
That's mostly why we discarded them, because we didn't think they could sustain a full hour.
Yeah, we were like, who would ever want to see an hour of, for example, something called wig acting.
Yeah. And who would ever want to see an hour of what a show called Latin Class Day 1?
Yeah. No against
those were some, yes. Those are some Latin Class Day 1 fans.
Those were some big Latin Class Day 1 heads. And we didn't make them. The audience at the end voted for what this show would be, and what they chose was Watch What Apples Live, which was 5 minutes of us interviewing 3 apples.
But now it will be 1 hour of us interviewing 3 apples. So we had to build a whole show around the concept of a talk show in the style of Watch What Happens Live, only it's apples.
Now let me ask, did anyone here vote 2 months ago for Watch What Apples Live and come back because of that?
Wow.
I was
Good, because you're about to get that's a reality.
You asked for.
Yeah.
Yikes.
All right, well, thank you for that. We're excited. You guys ready for the show or what? All right, guys, please get ready for Watch What Happens Live.
Please welcome your hosts, James, Dwyer, and Jackie Jennings.
Jackie, wow, another edition of Watch What Apples Live.
Yes, another. I can't believe we've been doing this show
for 17 years.
I can't believe it. And every week, something happens that shocks me, I would say.
I know. And people are talking about it until the next episode. It's always some drama.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Everyone at home, because this is a television
show.
Sorry,
I'm going to keep touching this large Band-Aid on my face.
Why don't you just fucking say what happened?
So, has anyone ever eaten a jelly donut before?
Oh! I've never eaten.
Let's just say that jelly donut had a mind of its own. And I had to go to the City MD the other day, and it's a topical ointment they got me on.
So you're on a topical.
Yeah, I'm on a topical.
I know, I watched you apply it backstage and scream, "It's everywhere."
This is real. It's great. But you know what? We're not here to... I'm just going to... Let's stop talking about the large Band-Aid on my face.
Okay.
Great. It's like I'm afraid my face is going to fall off. Great. But guys, as you all know, all you Watch What Apples Live fans know...
Everyone should have a drink.
Everyone have a drink in your hands, and if you don't have a drink, get one now, unless the bar is already closed.
No, I see right there. I see.
Is that a no or a yes? Okay. Because as we all know, well, first of all, we'll bring him out in a minute, but our bartender Andy's going to debut the secret word of the day, and if anyone says the secret word, we all have to have a drink.
Drink, including us. We're playing too.
We're playing. Previous secret words have included Voldemort,
Tristanectophobia,
xylophone,
which is a different kind of...
Yeah, so occasionally people say those words.
And once it was Dorney Park Splashwater Kingdom.
Yeah, we never said it.
It was one word.
Yeah, we never said it that one time.
Because usually when you say it, it's 4 different words.
We'll be honest, a lot of times no one ever says the word.
Sometimes no one says the word and we go home sober and we have to face ourselves.
But let's bring in our bartender, Andy!
Andy!
Andy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
As we all
Sun's
know...
out, I'm out. It's great.
Sun's
out, I'm outside. It's great.
Oh, I love that.
As we all know, Andy has come under fire recently.
Oh, yes.
Because Andy, I'm sure you all saw him in Dunkirk. Yeah, Andy is famous for the fact that he played he played an apple in that movie.
And he's a man.
And he's a man.
Thanks.
Well, you shouldn't say thanks.
No, you shouldn't.
What you
They
did
clap, you say thanks.
What you did was fucked up.
Yes,
But, Andy, do you have our word of the day?
I
What's
do.
today's word of the day?
It's a hard one. No one's going to say this one.
How did that happen?
It's just, random word generator came up with this word.
Okay.
Random word generator came up with that word, also came up with Dorney Park Splashwater Kingdom.
You don't have control over a random word generator.
I have control over your job.
That's
I need
All right.
money.
Well, okay, yeah, you're right. All right. Can I have a beer?
Yeah.
I brought mine.
All right. Well, let's be careful
Okay, and now Andy, let's see. We've got here, as always, our Ninja blender.
That's right.
Now, and if you can figure out this time how to put it together.
We've never put it together, and we would love if this time you could figure out how to put it together so we could have some mixed drinks. That's the blade.
Well, that's the blade. The blade doesn't go in your hand. I know that.
It doesn't.
I'm just looking at the pieces.
Yeah.
Is this part of it?
Every time you approach it like you've never had this problem before, and we're now 17 years deep.
It's one day I hope to build it before we start the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
That'd be a good idea, and it'd be an idea that would be good.
Well, let's see. Let's see if it ever happens. I really
Yeah,
doubt
well,
it.
let me look at what we got here.
Okay. So Amy's going to work on that.
Great. You know what? I'll just say it. This show's called Watch What Apples Live. Why don't we get to our first Apple guest? What do you say?
First apple!
You guys ready for your first guest?
Yes!
Oh, wait. Also, Jesus Christ, I just said apple like twice. This is already bad. Fuck. Great. Please give it up.
Wait, can you drink on a topical antibiotic?
Never find out. I'm not afraid of hospitals.
Yeah.
Okay. Please welcome our first apple.
Yeah.
You know him, you love him, Fuji Apple!
Somebody's gonna take it backstage.
Oh no, no.
Oh.
Now, Fuji.
Fuji.
Hi, I know.
I think you're upside down, babe.
Oh my God, I thought it was that or the bath salts.
Oops.
Oh,
Well,
that's
how are you?
bad. How are
How are you doing, by the way?
Honestly, I'm good. I've been at a spa for about 3 years. Feeling really nice. Thrilled to be here. You know, I'm retired now, so yeah, I'm just feeling good.
And you know what? Congratulations on the retirement. You had a hard, long career.
Yeah.
And it's about time you rest.
Well, thank you so much. You know, they think that the most popular, the most famous apple can just go, you know, feed all the souls it needs to, but it can't. And without food, who's going to keep the doctor away, you know?
Right.
That's very true.
Now,
Fuji, can you tell us about, you're working on something very exciting right now.
Right, you're coming briefly out of retirement.
Briefly out of retirement.
Yeah, well, and it's not a political campaign, but it also isn't. It also is, in so many ways. Because, you know, I see what's going on and I just think, I have a voice. I have a voice. I'm Fuji. And I could thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know that's not any Macintosh fans in the audience.
Oh, no. Not welcome back.
No,
not welcome back. Our set still smells. From what that Macintosh did. Oh boy. Okay, now.
Whatever, yeah, so I don't want to get pissed off.
Sorry, we don't want to talk about it.
I don't feel like getting pissed off.
I also wouldn't either.
So,
Wait, you also wouldn't get pissed off?
No, I don't want to talk about Macintosh. That's a triggering subject.
well, you know what?
Thank you.
You know what? We already are, so let's talk about it.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
here
talk
we go.
about
I
it.
thought this was going to be a fun show.
Sorry, I just, you know, I'm sorry, but we go there. So,
We're not, when we see
we're
a
not
button,
we go there.
we push it.
Well,
We see a
and-
button.
Listen, I...
Thank you!
Thank you.
That's our famous catchphrase.
Triggers are meant to be pulled. Triggers are meant to be pulled, okay? So let's talk about it. Macintosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's your side of that whole above in French?
All right. Well, you know, honestly, I feel okay to talk about this because I have been at a spa for 3 years, so I'm feeling very clear. I mean, ultimately, it's that I was set and ready to go. I was gonna be the apple in that pie the boy fucked in that movie, and suddenly they took the male apple over me. Okay. That Stifler boy fucked Macintosh over me.
Wow.
That Stifler boy, I mean,
That Stifler boy.
that fucking Stifler
Chad
boy.
Michael Murray.
So I mean, good on him for booking, you know. But
Wow. So it was explicitly because he was. Now here's something I've always wondered, and
I wondered this too.
stop me if this is rude. But how to the naked eye,
Right.
apples to me are genderless.
Yeah.
But I know that there are male and female apples. So
And I'll also say it, yeah. How?
how do we know?
How do we know?
How do I know?
And because, you know, it's 17
And this
years
is a touchy
deep and it's our
question.
first time we brought it up.
And we started the show in a pre-9/11 world. So
We did. In pre-9/11, no one cared about that.
Don't care. And now we're asking the hard questions. How do I know if an apple's a boy or a girl?
Jesus.
is well, it's basically there's no. It's not the genitalia. It's just the knockers.
Oh, right. You got some knockers here, we can say.
Beautiful breasts.
Yeah. Is it okay for me to say knockers?
Absolutely.
do I
In
say?
Apple, we say knockers.
In Apple, we
in
say
Apple.
knockers.
Point out real quick, the word has been said like 7 or 8
We've been.
Jesus
we've
fucking
generally-
Christ, Andy.
I'm getting caked back here.
Did you say panked?
Back here. What do you mean by back here? Because you're sitting here.
Everyone can see you here. I mean, for you, it's like back from where the bar.
This is the fun thing. I was away at a spa and I got a very deep control of my mindfulness. So back here is actually like I am in the back of my brain right now. I see it all. I'm playing my life like a video game, Grand Theft Auto.
I love it.
Wait, can I just, I'm going to really get into it. No,
I get
I'm
that.
gonna really,
love
I don't
You're
get it, and I'm
puppeteering
about to
your
get
own
into
body.
it.
You're puppeteering your own body.
No,
That's
no.
how
That's
I
right.
today.
I'm
Your
the
idea of
puppet master.
mindfulness is to play backseat to your brain doing video games?
Well,
Yeah, I thought about Buddhism. I thought about
You
it.
do think about Buddhism a lot.
Well, jacket doesn't fit.
Yeah, mindfulness, it's to so that you can hover above your apple brain and sort of see where the apple really falls, if I may.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's, you don't have to look at it as a video game, but I'm driven and I do.
I love that so much. I love that so much. And
That's
it
nice.
leads me to a little bit of a saucy question, okay? Applesauce.
You didn't have to say that.
I haven't had to say it ever. You've had some very, Stifler boy notwithstanding, you've had some very dashing co-stars. So who are, and our viewers want to know, and me, who was the better kisser, Tom Cruise or Dustin Hoffman?
Oh.
Well,
Famously, you've acted with both of them.
Both of them. And kissed both of them.
Made out, yeah.
Made out.
French.
French and all over.
I'm going to be talking
all over, yeah. Both those boys will do almost anything. I love Timberlake. I love him. He's got a sweet, sweet wife.
Okay, we never talked about Justin. No, go ahead.
You love Timberlake?
People are going to be talking about this.
I'm so sorry. I was thinking about my movie with Timberlake.
In time?
Justin, in time.
In time?
Yeah, it was a dystopian. Yeah, that dystopian.
The one where you can trade time like it's currency?
I love that one. I love that idea. Again, it speaks to my interest in video games.
This is a real movie.
Vincent Carfax?
You know, right? You say Vincent Cart? What?
That's Pete Campbell's real name.
He doesn't have a real name.
Yes, he does.
Great, sorry.
He's married
I'm
to Alexis
interrupting.
Bledel, Rory Gilmore.
That's not a real name.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You said Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. So the options were Tom Cruise or Dustin Hoffman, but let's talk about Justin Timberlake.
Let's table those two and talk about the lake.
Let's talk about the lake.
Well, if it's the lake versus the Hoff, I'll take the Hoff versus anyone. Yeah, that's the honest truth.
Oh, wow.
I love that. Okay.
I love that.
I love that.
I love that.
Here's my new saying about Justin Timberlake. Let's swim.
Jackie, it's so funny you say that. I love that saying. I also say that often.
Wait a minute! Who made that noise when I said that? Raise your... It wasn't from over there. Who made that noise?
What, the blur?
Someone went, Did everyone heard that, right? Sorry, TV audience. I don't know who I'm talking to. Fuck. Okay, well, Fuji, I think that we have a little game to play.
Are you ready for a little game?
Are you ready for a little game?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to play a little game we call Hot or Not.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Now, Fuji, you can see these images, right?
Yeah.
Good, all right.
2020, eye vision.
All right, great. Let's go to our first. You're gonna, and all that. How this works is it's hot or not, but all the images are apples. Jesus Christ, this was gonna be bad. And so when we show each image, you gotta tell us hot or not, and you gotta tell us why.
I love it. I've got a strong gut instinct.
All right, let's see our first one. Hot or not?
Fuck yeah, I love it.
Oh yeah, you would.
Not apple.
All right, let's move on to the next.
I said it.
Been there, done that, not interested.
Oh, somebody likes a little
Twins.
Cheetos. Yeah.
Twins.
All right, let's move on to the next.
Oh.
Hot or not?
Oh my god. I'm gonna go with hot on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, because you afraid. You're like those big boys. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just say I can handle
the
it.
babies. You know. All right, let's move on to the next. Hot or not? Oh, this one is controversial because it is an eye inside of it.
If I had to guess, I would say it's an older woman's blue eye peeking out of.
Don't say it.
Well, and it's that reason exactly that I'm gonna say hot, because I'd love to fuck this older woman's eye peeking out.
Yes.
Damn, Daniel, moving on to the next. Okay, now, wow. Hot or not?
Well, it's my ex, so, yeah, hot, but...
Your ex famously is a woman's hand with an apple on it and a snake on top of that, right?
Don't fucking rub it in.
On to the next. Hot or not?
Interesting to hear what you have to say about this.
This will say a lot about who you really are.
Yeah.
Well, I believe, as you said, you guys keep it real and you go in deep, so yeah, I'm gonna say hot on this one.
Why? What about this one is hot?
The colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you nailed it. All right, moving on.
Not.
You actually nailed it so hard.
That's 100%
Wow, yeah, you nailed it. All right, let's move on to the next. Hot or not?
Oh, very hot for me, Fuji.
Oh, you like orgies.
Love it.
All right, let's move on. Okay, now come on.
Oh.
This one is hot for you, right?
Oh, juicy.
Now, what do you like most about it?
What do I like most?
You can't say the colors because you said that last time.
I'm not gonna say the colors. I think it's the juice.
Interesting, because the only juice I see seems to be blood pouring out of the mouth.
Listen, we're all animals in the end.
Hey,
I love that.
moving on to the next. Oh, God. Hot or not?
Very, very hot to me.
Yeah.
To
You
me,
know,
yeah.
this feels like a weird if there was a right-wing meme about apples.
And how apples are like.
Listen, you can't define sexual attraction.
Thank you.
Okay? You can't.
Thank you.
And apples are the most progressive in that sense. But thank you. Again, that is part of my political platform. So yeah, I want to fuck this alt-right apple.
Yeah. Right. On to the
Stop
next.
saying that word.
Okay, now. There is now, let me just say, I don't know how we came across this.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't come across shit. You made this slideshow.
No, I'm a host of the show. I don't do production. I was there for 17 years.
What did you Google?
All I did was Google apple fuck. Now, Fuji.
Yeah.
Now, Fuji, as you plainly can see, this is a Granny Smith with a vagina and a snake coming out of the vagina.
As far as I can tell, people.
And also that snake, I think that snake still got like feet left inside that apple.
And it's also it's propped up like a glass cube for the photographer.
And everything is yellow.
Yeah. It is pretty anatomically
Correct. Yeah.
for
I'll be honest, like, I would fuck this apple. I would, okay, no.
Now,
Alright, hot or not?
you guys have said everything that I can very plainly see. I like it because of the way the flaps look.
Honestly, you nailed it. Alright, moving on to the next. Hot or, ooh.
No.
You are right, because this shouldn't be on
This is
here.
fucked up. I don't believe in it.
Thank you. Well, because honestly, like, it's murder.
I don't believe in murdering anything.
On to the
Except for
next.
Macintosh.
You know, really,
Wow.
in hindsight, we should have ended on the vagina apple, but this is the last one.
Well,
Last one. What do you think? Hot or not?
very hot. I love a vagina as much as I love a dinger, as much as I love a big old sailboat. You know what I mean? It's all the same to me.
Is it knockers and dingers?
Knockers and dingers, those are the technical terms.
All right, that's been hot or not.
Wow. This is what I love. I'll say this.
Say it, please.
This is what I love about this show.
Please say it.
Is that we learn. We learn. Like I didn't.
Bill Nye, eat your heart out.
I
because his show is a learning show.
Is it?
Okay, are you guys ready for your second guest?
Fuji, will you stick around?
Fuji, will you stick around?
Oh, God, yeah.
Thank God,
Okay.
Fuji's sticking around.
Stick around, Fuji.
Please, our next guest now. You all know our next guest from
all of his work.
All of his work.
He was in the original Babysitter's Club movie. That was his first. That was his first.
That was his first.
That was his first. And then ever since then, it's been off to the races.
Hits and hits. It's a hit parade.
Hits and hits. Music, books,
records.
Yes.
But that's also music.
And a little trouble. You know, I think we'll talk about the trouble.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get into that.
Is there another beer back there?
Yeah, there's another beer right here. Also,
What
you got a
happened to
cocktail.
Andy? That looks like 2 cups of piss.
Okay, it's not piss. It's a little bit of beer and a little bit of cake vodka.
Ew.
Okay?
That is
What happens every time is what happens. Okay? Slice my fing.
Did you
Oh
really?
my gosh, did you really?
It happens. It happens. This happens every time. 17 years. I will never have use of this finger.
You know that you're not supposed to put your fingers on sharp blades, right?
There's nothing to connect them to. These don't make sense. Okay? This thing is a Roomba. I don't know why I have it. Okay? This, when you shake it, it rains.
Oh.
This is for tea.
And
Just make us the damn drinks,
he's
alright?
hurt. Give him some of your ointment.
No, that
You like
ointment is
some?
for my face.
I'll try it if you made it.
Oh God, don't do this to me.
You don't have to. You still have some beer left. Is
Is there blood?
in it?
No. What am I insane?
Yeah? You played an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like I was a good apple.
But you know what? I gotta say.
I was the one who said, "Stop the war."
Alright, we gotta move on.
You did.
Give it up for our next guest.
Okay. That's
Hot
nope. Jazz apple.
Jazz Apple! Oh.
Everybody sit down. Everybody sit down.
Now, Jazz, so you're a regular on the show. So glad to have you back.
Not a
Oh,
lot of
thank you so
people.
much.
Not a lot of people realize jazz is an apple.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, man. It's always incredible every time I want to hear it. So.
Yeah. Well, you have some of the most memorable moments of the show. I can't believe you're
There's
drinking
dirt
that.
in this. Can I have the beer? Just have the beer. I'm sorry.
Just to be fair, you gave me a very dusty.
It's filthy. It hasn't been used in
Well,
2
I
years.
couldn't clean it. This one's cleaner a little bit.
If I have this, maybe I'll move on to that.
All right, Jazz. Thank you for just Jazz.
Sorry,
now,
Jazz.
Now, Jazz, catch us up to speed.
Catch us up, Jazz. What?
What have you been up to since the last time you were on the show?
Oh yeah. So I mean, things stay busy for me. It's nice that we finally have a break from the house, obviously.
Finally, a break from the house. Yeah, it's hard to get a break from the house.
Yeah.
The house is 24/7. It's nice to have a break from the house.
Are we all talking about
The
the
fact-
house where we all live together?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you all watch our show. You can see it streaming 24/7. It's called Big Brother, but with 2 humans and 3 apples. I'll drink to that!
Everybody, that's an inside joke in the house. But no, it's nice. I mean, obviously, it was a great launching off point and stuff like that. And we still have our commitments that we all need to follow through with the season and everything like that. But right now, actually,
Time out. Jazz.
What?
Jazz.
Yeah?
Did you just toot? I heard a little.
No, honestly, Fiji over here made some noises, and I'm not even gonna.
I'm so sorry. That is spa belly.
And it's Fuji.
I've had that. When they feed you at spas, it's celery. It's.
What is spa belly?
Are you like foie gras ducks where they're just
I've been eating strictly foie gras and celery for 3 years.
Alright.
So yeah, but anyway, I mean, the latest and greatest for me. I mean, obviously, I'm doing an app now, so I got an app out.
You're finally doing an app.
Yeah, I got an app out. Yeah. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
You heard it here first.
So it's exciting because it's finally gonna marry kind of where I come from, New Orleans, obviously jazz, and and everything, and music and everything with some of my interests, which are like fitness and fashion.
Famous New Orleans apple farm.
Yeah. I mean,
New Orleans famous for their,
it's delicious apples, and it's delicious apples. It's kind of the three D's of apples is what we say. But so it's going to be like an app where people could connect over music, fashion, and functionality, which is something that I've always and obviously fitness. So you got the 3 F's in the music.
Well, that's it. You have the essential 3 F's in the music.
Yes. You know what I say? I'll swim in that lake.
Hey, all right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. All right, can we get a?
Can I get a
No. It's good.
So yeah, I mean, like there's a freemium version that's you don't get everything, but it's a good way to like kind of put your foot in the waters, and then after that it's just $5.99 a month. And
great.
What?
Wait, it's not freemium if it's $5.99 a month.
Well, you just have to pay $5.99 a month, and then after that, everything is free. It's like it's completely free other than the dollars that you spend, but it's also
it's a lot of in-app purchases, right?
It's in-app purchases, but it's also using an in-app currency. So you
guys are using a special in-app cryptocurrency, right?
It's a cryptocurrency, and yeah, it's like but I'm not involved on that end and everything like that. That's that I always say that's for the lawyers and the bankers and everything and shit like that. But like for me, what it's really about is thanks guys.
Leave it for the lawyers and the bankers. That's you know me. Leave it for the lawyers and the bankers.
I'll swim that lake. But anyway, it's like if you get it today. Anyway, I'm sorry. This will be my last plug, and it's just like if you get it this week, you get a premium skin. It's it's a Macintosh sweet skin, and it's a sweet skin.
Now, a lot of people have noticed for this app, it has an interface with skins, like the old Winamp player.
Well, the app is actually based on the Winamp player. I mean, it's 95% the Winamp player, but it's for Android. It's kind of melding. What I like to think, and that's what New Orleans is. It's melding.
Yes, that is what New Orleans is.
That is what New Orleans is.
It's melding. Well, here's my little elevator pitch. It's like it's melding the past with the future, and that's what New Orleans is, and that's what it's always been. I mean, if you look at some of the things they're doing with taking down some of the statues that are dedicated to, Civil War people that weren't on the right side. That's what I think we're bringing to this app. Especially when
that is okay. You know what? I gotta talk to you on that. That is a loaded parallel. You are gonna claim that your 3 F's plus the music app that is based on the Winamp player, premium, but except for the $5.99 a month you pay.
After the first month.
After the first month. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're gonna say that is analogous to New Orleans taking down statues of Robert E. Lee.
I mean, I don't
Confederate nightmare of a man.
I would say it's not even the setup for an analogy. Like it's just
You've really painted yourself into a dirty, terrible corner.
Well, look. Here's the thing. The developers.
Okay, here it is.
The developers of the app have said, don't say things like Robert E. Lee. That's a loaded word, is what they say.
It's a name. Names are loaded words.
Say things like on the wrong side of the Civil War, and that way people can decide whatever that is. You know what I mean? It's like
you don't need to decide which side is the wrong side of the Civil War.
Here's my question.
Right.
Something about the way you're saying wrong side, I'm hearing losing side. Like, oh, they lost, and that made them wrong. Not, you know what I'm just.
Can I be? You know what? I think you're making great points, but here's my core statement, and I'll leave it at this.
Can we get to the core?
Core statement is core statement is.
That's an apple pie.
Right. I mean, the core statement is. You can't.
That was rude. That was rude.
It was.
I'm sorry. That was rude.
Sorry.
It was. But here's the core statement. The Civil War was ultimately about music. And it was about...
That's it? You're done. It was about, period.
Are you going to expound on that, or are we just going to...
You know, we had all these questions for you, and then you came in with your app.
Here's a question that I had. Here's a prepared question I had. How's Mary
We gotta talk about this app.
Civil War was mostly about music.
No, it was all about music. But anyway, like that's a little bump that they told me to give you, and you'll find out more about what I mean by
You
that.
had people tell you to say that?
Well, look, I didn't
Paid
develop.
people to
Hey, look, I didn't develop that by myself. You know, like you know that. I mean, like I don't know computers and stuff like that. The most I know is I learned Word 1995. I think is what the program was called. But I learned that, and like I felt like after that, I pretty much had it. You know, I mean, I use my apps and stuff like that, and that's like kind of what I do. But I didn't develop
You
it.
got 10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds is go to the app. You'll find out more about what I mean by the Civil War is about music.
Thank you.
And
I'm
not gonna give that away for free.
The app.
But it's 10 seconds.
What?
Oh, sorry.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not. But I will say this.
You're not gonna say the name of the app?
I'm not gonna say that. Oh, the actual name of that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was actually going to flash a QR code that would, people could actually just take a picture of that, and then if you have a QR code reader, you can load it into the QR code reader, and what happens is it gives you automatic metrics.
All right, well, we'll have the QR code for you at the end of the show.
I guess. We'll put it in your slideshow with a fucking pussy apple. I'll drink
Well,
that.
thank you for, let's put it on.
I appreciate it.
Can I tell you?
Okay, you know what though, before, we are about to do another game real quick.
We are.
Yeah. Guys, you know this is a fun show. So we gotta play Flip Cup.
Okay.
We don't even have a table for this.
No, and I thought about it before the show and I just got tired.
Alright, we'll do it around this.
Okay. Do it on this, and we're gonna play with you guys, okay? With Fuge and Jazz.
This can't.
Yes. So look.
Alright, no, not vodka.
Why?
Because I don't
Not
want to pass
vodka,
away.
Andy.
I'm just trying to help.
I don't want it. He's on antibiotics.
I
I say everybody get a shot of vodka right now.
Oh, God. Oh, Andy. This is a nightmare.
I don't
pass
know
away.
We're both gonna pass away. So what it's gonna be is
this is awful.
me and James versus, and then the Apples versus. So we'll go first.
I
We'll race.
smell it. Alright, doesn't matter. Nothing matters. We all know how Flip Cup works. Oh, it's so little. Yeah, okay. So you drink and then you gotta flip?
You gotta flip. Yeah, you drink and then you have to flip it.
Okay.
So the rules of Flip Cup. Does anyone? Let's make some noise if we don't know the rules of Flip Cup.
Okay, you'll figure it out if you know! You don't have time.
Okay.
Can you play the music? Oh, can you play? We didn't cue any music.
Do you have jock jams?
Do you have any jock jams, Alex? Sorry, this is so unfair to you.
I'm sorry. So, just pause. Sorry.
I had a little bit of hot dog came up, and I did not eat hot dogs today.
So we all go against each other. The rule is you chug, you flip the cup, and then your teammate goes. Okay.
Why? All right.
Come on. You got this, James. You got this. You got this, Fuji.
Here we go.
You got this, Fuji. You got this, Fuji. And Fuji.
I got it. Here we go. Jeff, let's go, baby.
I'm coming.
Jeff, stop talking to them. Come.
Oh, that's it.
Jeff, stop selling your ass. Play the game.
Okay, I got it.
Alex, can we cut the music?
They can't.
Okay, well, we didn't know that you can't do Flip Cup.
Oh, did we not do it right?
Yeah, you're supposed to flip
You
the
have to
cup.
flip the cup.
But it's our first time trying Flip Cup on the show.
And you
think we would know because we've been doing the show for 17 years, but we forgot that apples can't do Flip Cup.
No, we can't do Flip Cup.
I just choked.
And now we have this cup of.
I'm gonna throw up.
God, that didn't feel good. Okay, well,
let's give it up for Flip.
let's give it up. Woo! Okay, that didn't work out the way we thought. That's okay.
No, but you learn, and then you live and you learn.
Alanis Morissette.
Thank you.
Jagged Little Pill.
Okay, well that is a thing we did.
Okay. That occurred. I gotta say,
No, I'm gonna pass it.
I have had that bottle of cake-flavored vodka for 2 years, and it's been sitting on my shelf, and I'm glad that we got to open it and try it, because I liked it. No, I didn't like it that much.
Take another shot. Take another shot.
You didn't hate it, right?
Yeah. Give it to maybe.
They're sort of soaked in it. We could flamme you guys. Is that poor taste? Oh, he's pouring some in. Oh, he poured some in your little hole.
Okay.
He's pouring him in the
we
little
gotta
apple
keep
hole. We
moving.
gotta keep going. We have so much show left.
Oh, this is good.
It's sweet. It's good.
It's got a sweetness to it, but I like it.
Yeah, I usually can't do shots.
I usually can't do shots.
Let's all do another one.
See? All right. While they're doing shots.
While you guys are doing shots, you guys are getting shots poured right in the hole in the top of
Oh
right
yeah, you love
All right.
to see that.
Let's give it up for our one final guest for us tonight.
Yes.
Please give it up for our Granny Smith.
Granny Smith, you have a beer tabs.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I fell down a flight of stairs into a pile of aluminum. Got a bunch of. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be all right.
You are not fine.
No.
You have a hole in your body.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's plugged. Just don't pull it out, my money. That's what I say. That's my thing. Don't pull out and it's money.
That is famously your thing.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
That and being on cash cap twice.
Also, the casino cash cab, honestly, that they don't tell people is like they have to schedule you usually ahead of time to be on the show, and it's like a thing. But you're the only person who's been picked up twice by accident in the cash cab.
You were the person at the end of the day who they were like,
let's just try it. Let's just try it.
Yeah. I at the time of my life, the host smelled like, what's it called? Piss. Man,
you had to search for piss?
The host
just now?
Well, he doesn't
What's
piss.
it called? Piss.
He doesn't piss.
We don't piss. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Never
don't
pissed
piss.
in my life.
Yeah. Now, also, you famously are the only person who's ever had to pay for cash cab twice.
Yeah.
You had to pay fare.
Yeah, I dished it out, you know.
Yeah,
I don't
you
tip.
dished it. Don't brag about the fact that you don't tip.
Well, okay, so the first question was,
There has been no questions.
in the cab. Hey, listen, motherfucker. Listen here, Jimmy.
Wow, this is a family show.
Hey.
Jimmy, I've never thought to call you Jimmy.
All right, hey, Jimmy and Jack.
Started. I don't
I
like that.
Listen here.
The only person who ever called me Jimmy was my dentist, and he was a creep and a freak. That makes it sound like something happened. No, he was just a creep and a freak. His name is Dr. Freeman. Look him up.
What was the first question on Cash Cab, Grant?
Well, the lights go up on the ceiling. That threw me the fuck off.
That's not. Sorry.
And the man that reeked of human piss asked me, how many men died at the Battle of Stalingrad? I did not know. So I told him, pull over and I'm going to take a regular cab. So I got out of the car. And I waited like an hour trying to flag down cabs. You know, I'm an
It's hard
apple.
because you're,
Yeah, I have my struggles. So I waited about an hour. Turns out I flagged the cab down, got in. What do you know? The ceiling goes up in lights on the cash cab again.
Oh no!
That's right, it was famously
the same day. It was twice at the same day.
I should have known that because I got in the car and the guy smelled like piss. So, yeah, basically I said, listen, buddy, this time, just take me to 34th and 8th, because I want to see the Knicks.
Now, was there a game, or was your plan to just be like, time to see the next?
I hang out with some of the guys during the practices.
Who are your favorite players? Well, name them that you hang out with.
Well, I like hanging out with Carmelo. He's a great guy.
Who else?
Kristaps. He's a tall fucker. Smells good though.
Porzingis.
Yeah. You like smells. Porzingis.
So let me ask, Granny, at any point when the cash cab came around the second time, did you think I am dead and this is hell? That I just keep getting in and out of cash cabs?
Jack, I thought that was the first thing that went in my head.
We're really just offering up the nicknames tonight, Granny.
Jimmy and Jack. I think we should start
Jimmy
going
and
by
Jack.
Jimmy
We
and
should
Jack.
be Jimmy and Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought that was what you guys went by. See, I fell down a flight of stairs and landed in a pile of aluminum.
A pile of only aluminum is interesting to me.
Specifically, a pile of aluminum tabs? It seems.
Yeah, a broken off. Well, it could have been the beer can and it.
There's a little bit of everything, yeah.
Yeah.
All types of aluminum.
Interesting.
A little bit of copper.
So-
Now, Granny Smith,
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because I have the question.
Oh, you asked.
No, I don't.
I want you to, I don't. Are you sorry?
Wow.
Okay.
Are you sorry? Now, we all know what this is about.
Yeah.
No. No, I'm not. You know what? I think any of the other apples would have done what I did. You know,
Don't you dare.
back against the wall. You don't know. You don't know. Who'd you let him finish? See, it was hard. You know, I had a lot to prove. I was young. You know.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You were young.
The rest is history.
You know what?
Her story.
I say that all the time.
The rest is her story.
The rest is her story.
Yeah.
All the time. I think that and I say it. The rest,
Every single time I think it, but then after I think it, I
I
also
say
say
it.
it.
And that, I'll tell you, is how I say most things. Is I think it, and then I say it.
And that's what's a little bit different about you, is that you think a thing, and then after you think the thing, sometimes you say the thing.
Sometimes.
And that's your thing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should really fix the top stair. It's a doozy. I took a tumble down the
In
stairs.
our studio.
Yeah, I got out.
You fell in our aluminum pile.
Oh, you
Yeah,
I'm so
all our
embarrassed.
broken robots.
All our broken
Robots.
robots.
We
In the
say
house.
robots around here.
Yeah, this is a robot's household.
It's a robot's house. It's not a house.
Speaking of the house.
The house.
Now, we famously all live in a house
Yeah, I could get done with the place.
We all live in a house together that is
filmed 24.
7-2.
You're wild. Look, we gotta, Granny Smith.
We have to move on to the
gotta
final
move on. We gotta move
topic.
on to our final, a segment that everyone loves.
Hold on.
Granny.
Yeah, hold up. I just want to say.
Oh, Granny, you're getting a shot poured in your head.
Ow!
Oh, it got in the wound.
Oh!
Andy!
Ow!
Andy!
Oh my goodness.
Drew, what the fuck?
Drew.
Drew? Oh, God damn it.
Please do whatever.
You're a nightmare. You're such a nightmare.
Right, listen, we wanna get to it, but we gotta get to a segment that we love. This will be short. It's a segment called Ask Andy, where we have questions for Andy that we don't. Yes.
That looks like a margarita a little bit. Only like a cum
We
margarita.
gotta do this. Okay, so
Yeah, do it.
we need just a couple people. Ask Andy. These are questions that we want to ask Andy, but we don't want to ask ourselves.
Yeah,
so we wrote them on cards for you to ask him. So here, if we want to just maybe take one, anyone who's interested, take one.
Hurry up, real quick.
I'm going as fast as I can. This is as fast as I go.
All right. Could you please ask Andy the question on your card?
Yes.
Sure.
And now Andy has to answer it.
These are questions you want to ask me.
No,
and you're
they're
scared to, so
questions
you
of the
got other
staff.
people.
It's questions that need to be
They
answered.
need to be answered about
I wanted to
you.
make sure.
This guy's gonna ask the question?
Yeah.
This guy.
This millennial?
This one right here.
Yeah, alright, let's let him ask.
Okay.
Millennials are the future. Alright, Ant-Man.
Alright,
Okay,
you guys need to
they don't have
shut up.
microphones.
Have you ever gotten a whiff of yourself and it smelled in a way that made you think part of you died?
Have you ever gotten a whiff of yourself and it smelled in a way that made you think part of you died? Andy, we want to know.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely after like a fun party night, you wake up the next morning and you go, whoa, am I dead?
Yeah.
I love that.
That is said
I
like a
love
person
that.
who's never been to a party.
I go, invite me.
Next question
I know
from
that.
the audience, from us originally, but from the audience.
Andy, did you ever see a person so hot you cum to your pants right away?
Yes, answer
Never.
that, Andy.
I've never come, I don't expect it.
Sounds like a cum freak who comes all the time. Let's come on.
Yes.
Who do you think the song Freak of the Week is about?
Freak of the Week. It's about the Jonathan Davis from Korn when he wrote Freak on a Leash.
Oh.
I
Thank you.
Follow-up question. Top bunk, bottom bunk, or trundle bed under it all?
I mean, what trundle bed, because I don't know what a trundle is.
Oh, it's the little bed that you pull it
It's
out.
the bed that is for people who want to hide then kill later,
Yeah.
while other people are sleeping.
Let
Because
me
you're
in.
free.
That's what I say. Knock, knock, let me
Just a
in.
little-
Do we have any more questions?
We do. We have
Quick.
3 more.
What blood type are you?
Red.
Any more questions? Any more questions?
We have back here a question
Real
for
quick.
him. Viewer question for him.
What was it? No?
I go,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
have you ever had a best friend? Oh yeah, what was their name?
I had a best friend.
Answer the second part because we knew you were gonna fucking lie. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a best friend.
what's her name? Full name.
Ruby.
Toot toot.
That
So,
is
that's a lie.
false.
Any more
Andy,
questions for you?
will you take a long, hard look at me and tell me one thing you think is true about me?
Hard look. You guys want more questions?
How much time do I have?
Really on the spot here.
Yeah. That sucks
Yeah,
that you
but
got
like
that
honestly,
index
like you decided to ask it.
card. I handed you that index card. You decided.
You've done push-ups in your life.
What was the question?
You've done push-ups in your life. Look at him and find something about him, right?
Yeah. Find
Oh,
something
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
true about
you've done
him.
push-ups in
Is
your
that
life.
true?
Is that true?
I've done some push-ups.
Andy's a psychic, and I love
That has been asked Andy. Thank you. Oh, there's one more.
Does someone have one more question that hasn't been asked?
Did you ever have sex in a bunk bed and hit your head and go owie kablowie?
Now answer it carefully.
No, I would like to clarify that the follow-up questions, they were supposed to be in order, but I mixed up.
You're a nightmare. What? It's really important to you that that came after trundle bed, or? All right, answer the question.
Okay. I had sex on the top bunk of a bed, jizzed onto the bottom, and then puked onto the trundle.
Did you say owie kablowie?
No, I said
Oh!
my wife.
This has been Ask Andy.
That's the stuff. Yeah, that's the stuff. I love when they go
Now,
that
guys,
All right.
we've reached the end of the show, so it's time for our favorite segment.
Yes.
Now is when the audience gets to vote. And the audience gets to vote, which of these 3 do we turn into food?
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
What? I'm so sorry. What?
Yes.
And now you each make your case about why either you shouldn't be turned into food or why the others should be turned into food.
30 seconds each.
And we will start with you, Fuji.
Yep.
Why should you
I'm
not
gonna
be
do the
turned into
basketball.
food?
All right, I shouldn't be turned into food because I'll come and I'll come harder than you've ever seen. You've never seen apple come as hard as I'll come all over your apple, all over your face, whatever you've got. I'm gonna come so hard.
Wow,
That's only
that is
10
a powerful
seconds.
case.
You have 20 more seconds.
You have so much time
All
still.
right, listen.
You're covered in cake vodka right now.
Yeah, this is what happens, okay? You let a woman out of the spa. It's part why I went up there, all right? I'm not really well to be out in public, but I am well enough to not be eating, because let's just say if you take a bite into me, you're not going to be biting anything good.
26, 27, 28, 29.
Okay.
Wow, Fuji, you have made your case.
Like I don't know how to.
I had no clue what you were doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I know though.
Just don't stay in the paint for longer than 3 of these.
All right. Let's. Our middle apple is named Jazz. Now, Jazz, you got 30 seconds.
I live with you guys. I can't believe you forgot my name.
Jazz, make the case. Why should you not be turned into food starting now?
Wait, how many seconds?
30. You just wasted some of it.
Okay, well, hold on. If I have 30 seconds, then at least I can do at least 15 on just another quick plug. The app right now is.
Oh no, you're overflowing with vodka.
It's in beta, so obviously you can't get it in any sort of app store or anything. But what you can do is you do a web root. Everybody knows how to do that, right? You go into command prompt, and basically all you have to do is enter ///, and then you enter the new winamp.com, and you press enter 3 times, and then actually, you know what? The QR code will do 95% of it. Let me just say this. Let me say this. 9/11.
28.
All right, you're done.
It was mostly about music, guys.
All right, and now
was about music.
Now let's real quick.
Granny Smith.
Granny Smith, make your case. Why should you not be turned into food? Go.
Easy. I'm an injured vet. And I'm looking to get on cash cow for a 3rd time. Okay? So I don't care if this apple's horny and this apple thinks that all national tragedies have to do with music. Because let me tell you this. I went back and I found out the answer to how many men died in Stalingrad. And it was 478,000 troops. And if I die tonight, then you can jump around the board with the boys that fall and died in Stalingrad. And that would be a fucking death that I'd be down for. So you can take that piss man that drives a taxi for a living.
27.
20.
Realize everything!
30. All right, guys. Now the all important part of the show. Get away with the blame.
Now
you decide. Clap if you want Fuji to be turned into food.
Fuji.
What about Jazz?
There should be more claps for this.
What about Granny Smith?
I will die a hero's death on the battlefield!
All right, Granny Smith is your food! All right, let's start the process. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I can see God. He's real. He's real and he's a Christian. Oh, no, Dr. Oh, you cowards, take me out quick.
All right, guys, this has been another edition of Watch What Apples Live.
Thank you so much.
Next week's same time. Hey, guys,
But actually,
in all realness,
yeah, our show next month is going to be the first Wednesday of the month, and it's going to be a staged reading of a, right? Is this right?
Yeah.
Of a movie that we're writing. It's called Ace Ventura 3, Ace in the Hole. So we're going to start writing that any day now.
so please come out to the next Big Dumb Thing. We do this once every month.
Oh, yes. And if you have a, we do it every month, the first Wednesday of the month, and if you have a coffee loyalty card, we'll be giving...
You might punch those out.
Yeah. Okay, thank you guys